Hey, good morning. Who is that? Is that I need glasses. Zeke or something. Good. Sweet. 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 Anybody got their fuck you think typing is bad? I know someone who can't stand dishes and cutlery being put away. They lose their mind. And I'm guessing that's your wife or something. Or wow, I don't know what that means. Just noise. Oh, because of the loud noise. Ah, I got it. Yeah. Let's see. Just want to make sure there was one last thing I wanted to do here. Here we go. But yeah, I definitely don't like that either. Kind of like in a Rain Man sense. Oh, dude, that's really funny. I mean, you guys, I don't know, some of you maybe have never seen Rain Man, but that was a really good joke just then. Because when because when Rain Man gets upset about like a loud noise, he starts banging his head against the wall and screaming. Oh Jesus, I'm having too much fun. Good morning, Mr. Guru. I sold KITT too early with a profit. That's fine. Don't worry about it. The one thing uh, that you'll learn is that feeling that shit, if you only did X Y Z, you could have made so much more money is stupidity and naivety. Eventually, you learn that. Eventually, because there's so much opportunity every day. It doesn't matter who gives a fuck. So it's okay. You know, the whole concept of FOMO is fear of, not knowing any better, that there's could be multiple opportunities every day for the rest of your life, including after you're dead. That's really what FOMO is. It's fear that you're an idiot, and you are. I mean, you know what I mean? If you got FOMO, you are an idiot because there's absolutely no reason to have FOMO about anything because there's just so much opportunity. There's so many different ways to make money every day on the stock market that if you miss something, it's ridiculous. It's like going scalloping. Has anybody ever done that? Or lobster, hunting, or fishing. It's like, why would you get so fanatical about that one fish that got away? It's just a sign of an idiot. There's a bunch of more fish. Get the fish. So anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're all right. Be happy with what you got and keep compounding it. It's more important that you make profitable decisions consistently than it is you get maximum moves. It's ridiculousness. No professional gets maximum moves. Find another fish, moron, says Reanimated Mind. Good morning. All right, we've got 12 minutes before the market opens. Let's take a quick little gander at it. We are set to open underneath yesterday's low. That is going to potentially kick off some pullback, but we have so much room based on the way everything's traded over the last 2 days. We have all this room. So we have lots of padding. There's tons of support. We have 7 out of 8 days of support over since June at those levels. So it'd be a situation where you literally do buy the dip, But how far will it go? We'll see. Most people who swing trade, which is the people who would buy this kind of dip, buy at the end of the day. So you really won't necessarily even see this market supported until the end of the day, if anything. And even then, depending on how the candle plays out, those swing traders, those investors may choose to only take a small portion or completely delay their purchase into after hours, pre-market, or the next day's market. So I think today we're going to get a little bit of correction, a little bit of free fall, and that's perfectly fine. It means nothing. And I hope that it reignites the whole bear case for everybody. See, it's over. It's ripping against us. Great. Please. More shorts for the fire. Love it. Throw them on top. Love it. All right. So that's the way the market's probably going to go today. Yeah, Gary. That's the way the market's probably going to go today. Oil has moved up to about $87 a barrel. Let's just take a quick look at that since we have a split second on the daily. This could be getting to a point where it could be a good time to short oil because, as you can see there, it's in a channel. Something like that. A nicely defined channel there. And so any day that goes red under green, up here in this upper trend line version of the channel, will kick off a nice oil reversion trade. As you can see, last time it did that, it then went the other way one time where you could have gotten either more or just held through that pullback as a stop. And then it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks to get to the other side. Let me switch mics. There we go. To get to the other side. And so that's where oil stands. That's potential trade. Gold, probably haven't looked at it for a couple of days here. Gold, similar in a similar spot, and actually reversing down today. It is, as you can see, at a resistance trend line, and it has a channel on the bottom side of that trend line, if you'll notice. Something like so. It really needs to be a parallel channel. That is not my trend line. That's an auto-generated trend line. I would go with something like this angle here on that, and then the real trend line here in play would be a parallel to that on the other side. I think this is more or less really what the channel is. There we go. That's my, that's what computers will never beat us, man. Well, one day. But we are there on gold. We're just about there on gold. On the 4-hour, we're already getting red under greens right at the tip there. And so this is a time to short gold for, probably similarly. Well, last time it was August 10th move to almost the end of September. So we're talking about 50 days on the market, real days. So that's about a month and a half. So 6 weeks gold down. And it could be a rough start. It might take a week to a week and a half to really, top out here. So you want to get in pieces, average in. All right, let's talk about the opportunities before us this morning in the day trading momentum market. Wait, we have a question here about gold. When are you going long on gold? When the Fed pivots? Probably not. It probably will not be a year or two before gold goes bullish again. But I'm happy to be wrong in a split second and then take whatever trade is there to make money on. All right, now day trading momentum stocks. PEGY looking the best this morning, and KITT, KITT, also looking very good. And it is pulling back to VWAP right now. Any flush downs near VWAP here, as it's doing a base building type pattern, will be good. You need to be ready. 530, by the way, is the price on that. You need to be ready in an instant to switch back to plan 1, which is momentum breakout trading strategy style. If it just zooms right off the open, which is coming up here in about 5 minutes, and breaks 588. Because if it breaks, or 590, because if it breaks 590, it's breaking 6. If it breaks 6, it's going to 605, 610. That's a quick scalperino. If anything, if you put a wide risk on this, you could hold it all the way to the maximum today using the pivot point path of victory. So there's a little flush down to VWAP right now. As a matter of fact, 529 feels like a little flush down. Anyway, that's KITT, probably the top opportunity this morning. And then PEGY, PEGY, the next good looking opportunity. Why is this? Oh, this is backward. There we go. KITT, PEGY, and then VEV also up quite a bit, but it's been fading, and under VWAP the whole time. Tops, we really need to keep an eye on Tops because this is a stock that has a long history, decade long plus history of going on massive runs from like, $1 to $30 and more. And it's kind of happening again. So keep an eye on Tops. I think we alerted it yesterday. We're already in that. So good deal there. All right, we've got about 4 minutes until the open. And we'll see how this goes here. I wish I could set this auto refresh to like every 5 minutes. I really don't need it every minute. That's all right. I already looked at QQQ, Joe. Same deal. What I said earlier. If you're late to the party and missed my analysis on the market, show up earlier next time. But it's the same. QQQ, SPY, the markets, Dow, the whole thing. But we always follow the Qs. We don't give a shit about SPY because the Qs give us more ROI compared to SPY. We do give a shit about SPY, but fuck SPY. QQQ is where we get our most return. We get 31% more return from the Qs than SPY per move. SPY is for, certain type of trading or analysis work on the market. It's a nice mix. The S&P 500, it mixes all, it's not sector biased. It's a bit of everything. But because of that, it's diluted. And the real growth, which has the highest beta, the highest moves, is over on the NASDAQ, QQQ. And that includes when it goes down. The QQQs, they contract and they grow in larger percentages per day than the S&P 500. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, it's the same. Everybody's moving in harmony. It'd be extremely rare that they decouple and move in a different manner. I mean, you'd have to have a collapse of a particular sector that wasn't tech, and it would have to not affect the market at the same time. It's just never going to happen. All right. So we trade Qs. And by the way, Joe, I don't know if you're opening a NinjaTrader account with all of us. We've got the NinjaTrader class tomorrow night, along with how to trade market structure and index trading in NinjaTrader or on any futures account. By the way, I don't know if I clarified that, but when you open your NinjaTrader account, it needs to be for futures. Okay. The contract for futures trading, you can do simulated trading there, would be MNQ. That's the minis NASDAQ. Mini NQ. MNQ. That's the one you want to pay attention to. Tesla, there's like a little micro trade potential, maybe for it to revert back to up 5% or so. It's a very small potential on Tesla. Outside of that, it is a bit bearish, weak currently. Oh, nice. All right. I got an auto trade going on right now on the euro. And everybody, the dollar looking like a great entry now for a slight move. That's been posted in the futures channel. You can go check out the dollar trade which should last a couple of days and net you a good profit. You can get options on that on the ticker UUP. All right, 10 seconds to the open. Here we go. Let's watch KITT. Right now it's a base buy. Looking for flush down entrances. Mark says Veil. We should keep an eye on Veil. Let me see how it goes at the open here, and then maybe I'll switch over to Veil. We'll see. All right, KITT is being bought up. Man, I'm sick of this BMI alert. I need to delete that fucker every morning with the BMI alert. KITT is being bought up at VWAP. Here we go. PEGY, same deal. PEGY, a lot of momentum on PEGY. Let's see, quick look at Veil, since Mark wanted us to look at it. All right, yeah, no, not quite as much potential as the others, but yeah, KITT and PEGY. Let's just go with those horses for now. All right, KITT is not showing the momentum necessary to fly, so I would lean more on a flush down VWAP strategy, purchasing strategy, until this fails out. Well, here we go. It's picking up some momentum. All right, going back to plan one. Back to PEGY. PEGY is back at VWAP, not following through. So all eyes are really on KITT. It seems right now everything else is pulling back. AgFi, BNGO, tops, VEV. Oh, I have VEV up here twice. Okay, so I could put Veil right here in the top left. All right, Veil has traded 500,000 volume, and it's not really up pre-market. I don't think really Veil qualifies for a momentum pick. I can't really look at that right now. We're trying to trade what we already know is good. We're not really concerned with checking out if something is good right now. In about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then we can check. All right, momentum strategy kicking in for sure on KITT as it broke over a pre-market pivot 575 and almost broke the pre-market high of 592. Pretty close. Your stop at 520 currently. Actually, technically, the last pivot stop should be 480. Technically. So you don't get over risked. You do want to risk to about 480. There's a flush down that should be bought up so long as we stay above that pivot of 480. Yeah, PEGY not following through. And KITT looking like it wants to fail out, but those flush downs to VWAP should be bought up. Who alerted that? I don't know. That's funny. KITT, PEGY, VEV, AgFi, XCPL is up 20% on 2 mil volume. XCPL. Let's take a look at that. What it looks like. Oh, there it goes. Well, actually, Veil was starting to turn up just now, and that XCPL does not look so good. Veil moving from 1470 to 1480. That's just not enough movement. You know, that's like a turtle race going on, or I don't know. While we're going after these F1s or stallions. All right, the dip below VWAP so far has slowed. That's good. That's deceleration on the drop. That means, you know, that could be an entrance. And then again, your stop on that should be 480 on any entrances on KITT, KITT. Let's go take a look at the market. I'm curious. What it's doing at the open here. All right. The market looks like it is being bought up at the open. It could still go down today. So, I think that's too early to be buying this dippage. So I think the market's going to sag midday. Sag to the midday. That should be a a shirt. Sag to the midday. And then and on the back it should say Sag Paneer. Peggy's going. All right, we have word. Peggy is popping. Let's go take a look. Yep, there it goes. That's a breakover pre-market high of 223. It's now at 229, hitting 230s. That is an entrance with a stop at 210-ish, 208, 205. So about 30 cents of risk right now, 30 cents of risk. So if you have a $10,000 account, your risk unit is $100. That's 1%. 30 cents of risk is roughly a third. You invert it and multiply. So that's 300 shares. The SAG Awards. Yes, the Screen Actor Guild Awards. And KITT is going to probably base out for a while. I'm guessing PEGY is easy to borrow and KITT is HTB. If anybody wants to check on that. Feeling like it. HTB on both, but maybe it was ETB earlier, huh? Because we definitely got parabolic kindling going on PEGY. Veil is happening, so good for you, Mark, on Veil. But 1470 to 15, what, 30, 50 it goes to today? It's good. Veil does move. Veil is a known spiker, a known supernova stock. So it's definitely good to keep watching it. Is Tesla a buy under 54? What? Is Tesla at what? Did I miss a split? Wait. Oh, you mean 254 probably. Let's see. Did I miss a split? Oh, I don't know who Hank Hill is. Is he a sports commenter? I don't know. 254. Yeah, he probably meant 254. Is it a buy under 254? Tesla. Nah. Alert. It just depends on what the pattern is on Tesla. And right now it's bearish. It's not bullish. You don't buy things that are bearish. Oh, Twitter below 54? Oh, okay. Let's take a look. Twitter is priced exactly with the percentage gain that's left in accordance with the risk of the trade. So there's really no benefit in the long run to get Twitter right now. So right now it's at 50.70 and it will sell for 52 and it will close at 52.40 when it goes through, right? So 50.70, that's about 3%, 3.5% upside. So that represents how much risk there is that the deal doesn't go through. Otherwise it'd be at 52.40. If everyone thought it was going to go through, it'd be at 52.40. All right, let's pay attention to PEGY. Yeah, there's no reason to buy Twitter. I'm not that close to below 52.40. Taking a look at PEGY. It just keeps going. PEGY, a very good momentum trade. I guess somebody knows what that was, Hank Hill. I don't know what that is. Is that from The Office or some shit? I don't know. Okay, looking up Hank Hill. Who's Hank Hill? Oh, from I don't watch that show, King of the Hill. Okay. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't watch that show. I just never really couldn't find it funny. I'm watching it for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't like South Park. I don't like Family Guy. I don't like that show, King of the Hill. I don't know why. Those shows just they don't click with me. Other shows do. Like the one with the French fries and the milkshake that walks around on Adult Swim. That shit's funny as fuck. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yes. I don't know why. That stuff's really funny to me. I don't find like Roseanne animated and then done like South Park to be very funny. All right, KITT, KITT, coming up to the pre-market high and the high of the day, 592. That could be a momentum break. Some of you may have gotten in on that dip to VWAP. That would have been the correct play now at this point. And then so you don't buy in any further at that point. Do not dilute yourself. If you're not in at this point, you might be able to get a FOMO, a breakout trigger style here, but you should put your stop down there at $5. So you're about $1 of risk. So you'd be looking for $2 a gain. So be looking for this thing to hit $8 in order for that trade to work out. It might, but I don't know. I think you're putting yourself in a very high risk to low reward, low probability, lower certainty scenario by playing it that way. Z says he was up $22,000 and now it's gone. Well, stick with me and my group because we would teach you how to protect yourself from that kind of situation again. Yeah. Jump Rope says, if you missed a trade, there'll be another one tomorrow. Is KITT halted, guys? KITT may be halted. There we go. RJ says KITT is halted up. All right. Right underneath the breakout. I think that's an awesome spot to get in whenever there's a halt like that. But some of you may already have a position from the VWAP dip there. Who has some KITT, who's been getting on it at the market open here, and what is your average cost? Who's in? Yeah, KITT halted. Let's go back to PGY, PEGY or whatnot. All right, PEGY trading. I like to switch over to the 15-second chart. PEGY putting in some. It's going to jump over 250. It looks like it wants to. This is a spot definitely to take some profit off underneath the 250 level. I would take off underneath every 10-cent level, perhaps, on this PEGY. Maybe every 20 cents, 25 cents. Yeah, there is some data coming at 10 Eastern. Let me double check what it was again. The non-manufacturing PMI. So, if it's not much of a surprise, nothing will change. And it's not expected necessarily to be anything of much of a surprise, but we'll see. So at 10 a.m. in about 15 minutes, we'll see if things change. So tomorrow night's class, we'll go over market structure trading, and we'll also go over NinjaTrader software for futures trading, for index trading, basically. I'm leaning on that. I think that's a really great way for small accounts. That's a really good strategy for small accounts to adopt. So hopefully everybody's opening up their NinjaTrader accounts for futures. You don't have to have them funded, but that way you'll be able to not have to wait another week because it takes a long time for your NinjaTrader's accounts to be opened and then funded, if anything. Okay, KITT hit 546. All right, but PEGY is also going right now, by the way. All right, KITT has opened again for trading. Did 5 minutes fly by that fast? It didn't feel like it. All right. What are you wait? Oh, it did not open yet. What are you talking about? KITT at 546. What are you talking? Oh, that's what you're in at. Everybody's talking about what they're in at. Mike's in at 565. Ben's in at 546. Okay, cool. Okay. You guys sort of started to get it early as it moved up. What I'd like to get you in a habit of is buying into weakness, not strength, and selling into strength, not weakness, because you're losing money on your entrances and losing money on your exits if you do that, if you do the opposite. So when it dropped down to VWAP here, this was the time to buy 520, 515, 525. There we go. We're opened. It's hit 620 on KITT. It's flying 637. Let's pull up the 15-second chart. Yeah, now it's open. And I know that Peggy's still moving in the background also. I kind of like to say Peggy too. Yeah. Yeah, Peggy. Also. Ah, shit. Whatever that goes. It's a meme, guys. I kind of like Peggy too. Yeah. Also. Yeah, Peggy. Tops with some movement hitting pre-market high. Yes, it is. Tops is moving up, guys. We're already in tops for the overnight, but this does present some pre-market pivot breakage at 660 level for a momentum entry. Pre-momentum entry. Describe that again, jump rope. You have a friend, move against him. Okay. I have a friend, long-time trader, does exactly that. He scales in and almost move against him at first. Yeah, that right. Into the weakness, into the strength. Tops is flying, everybody. This is a previous supernova stock many times. KITT was halted down, FYI. Big time. Big halt back to 553. Yes. Yeah, we're on tops. Yes, you just tuning in again, Mark. We're all over tops. We got in tops yesterday for the overnight, so we're in at 540. Everybody should be in at 540. And then we also just called out the pre-momentum break at 660. And then if there's going to be any flushes to VWAP, we'll probably take those as well. If you have $300 and you're saying what should you buy right now, you should probably get on the futures trading train at Ninja Trader. Put another $100 in there. It's $400 account minimum, and learn to trade the indexes. We'll be having classes on that tomorrow night. If you're a member of our trading group. Well, it was an alert, Mark, at the end of the day in the penny stocking channel. Yeah, there you go. That's another one. Yeah. And if you need to learn how to trade, instead of asking other people where you should put your money, which I think is just the stupidest thing I could ever heard. You ask other people where you should put your money. Come on. You need to get in control of your own money. Tops is flying. The stock du jour now is turning into tops. Previous supernova. It's about to break. Pre-market high of 755. Here it goes. It's got to be halting here. You got 10 seconds to get in. You'll be lucky if you can. Excellent. Yeah, great job. Strawberry. Ella. What's your name? Emma. Emma, your charge went through to be able to be a member of the group. It went through yesterday. You might not be aware. So please email me and we'll get that reversed if you didn't want that to go through. The one for the group, the $48 one. Okay. So just email me. No problem. We'll get that reversed for you. No problem at all. Depending on whether or not you'd like to be in the group, though. Come check out the group now that you're in, I guess. And then let me know, and then we'll reverse it. No, it's not baseball card tops. It's a shipper. Ninja trading. Where is the ninja trading class? It's going to be in our group tomorrow night for members, and we're going to talk about how to trade the market indexes like SPY. Oh, Schmo's all over. Joe's all over Pale. He's like, oh, there's fucking Pale. Oh, there he is. Fuck, I got to get my trades on. Joe has been waiting for Pale to wake up all morning. It's like, where the fuck are you? I mean, good morning. Well, no, you don't have to join the trading group to get Ninja Trader. I'm just saying, if you have a small account and you're wanting to learn how to trade and best use a small account, there's a whole palette of things that are probably would be good, which is one, join our trading group. Two, join my market mastery, which will teach you all about trading. Three, attend class tomorrow night. Oh, by the way, it is free to join our trading group right now for a whole week. So you might as well join the trading group. That's free for a whole week. You can be in the class tomorrow night. You'll learn Ninja Trader a bit, and you'll learn about futures and index trading and trading market structure, which is basically means trading the market. So when we look at the market, like what's going on right now on the market, this is what it looks like. We go to the 1 minute chart. This is what the market looks like right now. You know, you'll learn how to trade breakdowns, consolidation areas, zones, and all that tomorrow. Will patterns. You know, I think that's a really great way for small accounts to trade because it's only $100 a contract on the market, and every move that you would get, you know, can potentially make you between $60 and $200 and even $400. So for $100, you know, you can make $60 to $400. You can also lose a lot of money. So we'll teach, you know, you need to learn how to trade first. Okay. You could lose, let's say, that same amount, if not more, if you're a total idiot. I mean, you really need to learn how to trade before you start risking your own money. But I'm just saying that that's probably the best way to flex a low account, make money in a small account. All right, going back to tops, I believe tops is halted. There we go. RJ did say tops is halted at 846. It's now just about to come unhalted then. What do you guys think it's going to hit? I think it's going to break over 8. This is a previous supernova. Hopefully you guys got positioned yesterday at the close on the alert in the penny stocking channel. You would have an entrance at $5.40, and you're sitting on $7.50 right now. So don't sleep on the penny stocking alerts at the end of the day. Yeah, actually, no, a small account could be maybe certainly under PDT. There's no PDT, no pattern day trading rules in futures. So $25,000 or $30,000, but as small as $400, as little as $400, you know, somewhere between $400 and $30,000. That's what you ought to be doing, is learning to trade the indexes on futures over Ninja Trader. KITT is open, and it's opened way down. You got to watch out. $5 is your stop. It is now down below VWAP and finding support. So if it breaks that support, breaks $5, you ought to get out if you're already in. Otherwise, from here, this so far has been a dip buy area. A little bit under VWAP over on KITT. All right, tops is not open yet, but I expect there it is. Tops is open now. It hit 763. I'm thinking it's going to hit 850 here. 772, 730. Oh, it's pulling back hard. That is getting bought up 50% right away.
$7.50. We are now about 75% bought up on that candle. Let's take a look at it on the 15-second chart. I think you'll see that it's starting to curve up. Yep. And that's looking mighty fine. Where would I be without my green-red background? I mean, that's so helpful. There we go. We just had that breakout. 784. Can it pick up the momentum? It's actually slowing a lot here underneath 8. Well, you obviously have a lot to learn, DYE. You obviously have a lot to learn. All right, watch out. We're getting a big drop on tops. As it peaked out there around 780. Let's get back to PEGY and KITT and see what's going on there. We have not broken pivot on tops yet. Your current stop on tops ought to be at 670. And that is right around VWAP. It's funny how that works, huh? No, they don't always get dumped. That's why. And then if you know how to trade them, know how to get out, know when to get in, how to play it safe, how to scale out on the supernovas, they really work out. We show up every day because the days you haven't seen. We show up every day trading these penny stocks. They're not all necessarily penny stocks, but we show up every day trading these momentum stocks because about once a month and a couple of times a year, we get some that are just unbelievably phenomenal, like 2,000% gainers. And so long as you know how to play them in the meantime, so that you're not really, so you're break even or slowly grinding up your account, then it's just a good place to be. It's positive EV. However, yeah, I do advocate for index trading as well, and do not advocate for trading options. No, that's not a good idea. You can use options to hedge is a better idea. The liquidity on options far lower than shares. All right, Mark's Veil is progressing a bit more. It's not really a momentum stock, but it is making some progress. It's almost at 15. Tops is now breaking down. Hopefully, you've scaled out on that fake out and you're getting ready for dip buy at VWAP, or you got in yesterday at 540 and you're going to wait through the pivot at 675, which is VWAP also. Yeah, exactly, jump rope. You want momentum, you want volume, and you want direction. If you got it all, then it doesn't matter where the decimal point is. All right, KITT is holding baseline. And it probably will stay there for a while is my prediction. It's probably going to mess around with VWAP for an hour or two. It depends, Di. It depends how long we stay in them. If it's a breakout momentum type trade, probably seconds to minutes, maybe all day in some scenarios if we got a good price and it was flying. And for that, we have strategies for that. And then, but if it broke down and we had to get pulled back at VWAP, it can be longer, 30 minutes on the low side to 4 hours into the market close on the high side. So the dip buys to VWAP, those go those are best for stocks that have gone kind of dormant and they pulled back to the blue line, VWAP. Like for example, over on PEGY, it's not one of those yet. PEGY's still a momentum stock. It hasn't broke down and flushed down. By the way, PEGY, FYI, if anybody's in it, your stop should be around 229. And then any flush down to VWAP could be bought up. Maybe it'll be around 220, something like that. But that's a different kind of strategy. Right now we're playing breakout on PEGY. PEGY's still a breakout strategy. KITT, however, has most entirely moved over to a pullback strategy. And then tops, until it breaks 673, which is VWAP, it's still a breakout strategy. So, but there was some fake out that happened, and it depends on where you got in, whether or not you should de-risk some. Everyone already should be taking profits all along the way. On stocks between $5 and $10, you need to be scaling out 5 to 20% of your position underneath every 25-cent level. Did the data come out? Let's see. What time is it? Yes, it did. And let's see how what the market reaction was. Looks like strong selling. The strongest selling all morning. Slight pullback, but strong selling. And that is shooting the dollar up. So the dollar trade continues to be a good trade right now. And the euro short. All of that's combining correctly. Oh, by the way, if you hedged yesterday, like we said at the close of the market, good job. You didn't lose any money overnight on your positions. PEGY swooped up over the 253 level, is now hitting 267. I'm thinking taking profits underneath every 25-cent level on PEGY. The way it's been moving seems to be the right dialed in scaling point. So 271, 272, somewhere around there. So 275, obviously the 25-cent level, but don't get greedy. 271, 272 should be enough. Right now it hit 270 and is pulling back after that push. I mean, tops was $2, $3 a couple days ago, and now it's popping $8. Of course, there's going to be some profit taking whenever it's showing a strengthy move. So that's all right. So, just wait for it to base again or flush down and grab some more. The market is dropping. But we are still at only I don't have these levels labeled. We are still at only about 25% retrace on all the move that we've made in the last this week. All that positive movement, 25% retrace. So we have a lot of padding, a lot of demand below. This is basically exactly what swing traders were hoping for, is a nice lower price entry for the end of the day. Caught the short from yesterday's highs till this morning. Huge overnighter I had. Oh, very nice on MES. Very nice. Well done. All right, let's go back over to the day trading. Tops is now hitting $8, while PEGY remains in a very nice high tight flag, and KITT is curling up. But it probably will have flush downs back to VWAP. So it'll take an hour or two for over on KITT. Let's take a close-up view on tops. Tops hit 812. This is tops. A close-up view on tops. I don't know why it doesn't show that. There we go. Now it's showing it. Not sure what happened there. Maybe I have what got disconnected. Okay. Wolf of Wall Street. All right, all right. Vev. Okay, here we go. Continuing on tops. Excuse me. Yeah, we can take a look at all of those at the same time. Vev is just fading out. There's nothing going to be happening on Vev. All right, the market drop has decelerated for the moment. That could be a flag, could be a bottom. We don't know yet, but we're still, bearish on the market right now for the intraday on the short term. Indo now up 18% since yesterday. Indo, INDO. Let's go take a look at that. Fuck Arab, INDO. I mean AREB, by the way. That wasn't a racist comment. So Indo hit 925 at the high in pre-market, but it's pulled back to about 760. We need to keep an eye on Indo. That kind of volatility, it doesn't matter that it the way it moved. That much movement is very important. We want to keep an eye on that. There goes tops to 850. That's what I was talking about right there. Next level was 850. All right, how much you guys up on tops from a yesterday's point of view on the penny stocking? The alert was at 540, I believe. Let's go take a look. Penny stocking alert. Tops was alerted at 5. Looks like 580. 580. Well, that might have been in the close. Yeah, 580. And we hit 850. So that's 47% gain on the overnight. Make sure you're scaling out your profits. Once you're all out, don't worry about it. Don't worry about if it goes further, okay? Once you're all out, if you got very little left, whatnot, and you've been scaling and scaling, and you don't get to participate in further because of pattern day trading rules or whatever, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's good. Tomorrow there'll be another one. Just keep working. The penny stocking channel has end of day alerts for overnights. It's overnight alerts. So it's good for somebody who does not want to be limited by the pattern day trading rule or funds to settle situation. And so if you're scaling here out underneath every 25-cent level, maybe you're 80% out already. That's okay. That's okay. The current stop is most definitely 890 now, 890. And that's below VWAP. So you will have a flush down to VWAP protected by a prior strong pivot point. Which is nice. It means that the trade probably will continue even if it flushes. And it will turn into a pullback type of trade for people who can day trade this and want to add on perhaps to yesterday's overnight or get back in or rebuild a position near VWAP. It's looking like that's what might happen. But any non-break of 690 will mean that it's still bullish, and still the front side of the trade. All right, the market continuing to drop more from about 25% when it started to about 30% retrace of the entire move this week now. So about a little 5% retrace so far. The important thing to notice is how volume is behaving. So it looks like volume is slowing down. So there was a lot of selling volume, and now it's consolidating. It doesn't look that great to me, though, as for a bull case, because if this is indeed a consolidation, it's very weak and it's downwardly. Let me draw it. It's downwardly biased. See, flags are normally pullbacks, which are in the opposite direction of the trend. This is really, showing that we've got a strong bearish intraday, at least, bias going on right now in the market. So I expect it to do something like I just drew there. All right, back to the momentum stocks. Here comes PEGY. Very nice. That trade staying in quite nicely. And KITT still in play. Hanging out right around VWAP. It's got a little trend line base going on. This is exactly the kind of move you wanted to buy into. It's so obvious. This is a buying area, and then this is a take profit area at the moment. And so you want those flush downs to build up your position back into the buy area. And that could, happen in many different ways throughout the next hour or two or even 3. And then eventually what you hope is for it not to break down, but rather for it to attempt a re-break of the highs, which could actually turn into a break of the highs. That's what you're looking for. Let's go over on PEGY. PEGY is about to make a new high. Couldn't quite do it, but it was close enough. Looking pretty good. A lot of momentum there on PEGY. 277 there. We have second attempt to re-break the high of 277. Let's look at the 2-minute chart to get a little more insight. 2-minute chart just looks like a freaking lightning bolt, looking great. So the larger time frame, strong, that's going to continue to fuel it. We just have some micro scalping going on to create liquidity in between and all. It did break 277, hit 278. Not much of a momentum break. There it goes, 280, 281. Very nice. I forget who said they're in PEGY and at what price. I know you guys talked about where you are in on KITT. Dondrell, what are you trading, buddy? You trading some big caps? $284, $285 on PEGY. Mike's in. What are you in at? ExxonMobil, very nice. I like it. Maybe a bit choppy today. PEGY at 227 for Randy. Very nice. Way down there. That was the momentum breakout. Okay. 227, same deal. Momentum breakout. All right, good. This is a great spot to be in. Use that buffer to your advantage to let you sit pretty, and just let it play out. Current stop, you could put it at 2. You don't want to see it break necessarily like 260, but look, there could be some support to bounce off of at 252. So the whole 260, 250 area, you could decide to get out, or you could decide to babysit a little bit. In the meantime, VWAP is rising. VWAP is at 235. Tops is basing around 760. That's fine. Still above pivot. Last strongest pivot is at 690 on tops. KITT still in play. It's in the buy zone right now. Veil is petering out. We were looking at that earlier. Got to keep an eye on Indo just in case it does something. And let's look back on the market. It did actually jump out of that flag a little bit. But did it just grab liquidity for a drop? Let's see. Kind of looking like it. How do you pull up the little tools bar in TradingView? I forget. Where's the tools bar? No. And there's the breakdown of that flag on the market. We might be looking at another leg down right now to roughly 11,370. What's this? PEGY? Let's see. Yeah, PEGY 288. Very nice. Kind of double topping. I would not count that as a pivot, as a new high. And a new higher low. Not yet. I'd still keep 260 in play. Tops making some progress. Why not count it yet? Let's see. What was it again? PEGY? What was I talking about? PEGY. Yeah. Because it's not enough of a higher high to be really considered a pivot breakout run, like to solidify the previous pivot low. And that's just how I use it as a filtering tool. Is I need to see a significant advancement from a pivot point for me in order to believe that it's not just a what would be the word, like a blur around that pivot point, with triple tops and double tops and testing and retesting. Okay, now I feel good about it. This allows me to bring the stop up to 275, you guys, on PEGY. 275. That was enough of a push now for me to feel comfortable with anchoring that previous high. Obviously, from a technical standpoint, it is, a double top that inches up a little bit is a higher high, but it's kind of fake outy to me when it does that. So I don't really count it. VWAP is way down at 238. We are way extended above VWAP at this point. This could be a really great point underneath $3 to take a lot off and just let this thing rest for a week, for a day, for an hour. This is obviously extended now. And I think you said it was hard to borrow, right? So, there's not going to be much more parabolic on it than what it's doing. Yeah, I mean, this is probably FOMO, as a matter of fact. I don't even think this is short covering the way it's looking, because it didn't mathematically parabolic. It didn't go parabolic. It has not increased its angles. It's been pretty much a straight shot within, mean reversion, like on a linear regression point of view. Like if you just take the open to where we are now and project it out, it's been linear growth. It's not gone parabolic. So in my opinion, the FOMO is going to run out soon, and it's going to drop. So you want to be taken out underneath 3 here. Oh, that's so cute. I am married, Ceviche. I don't even know if you're a guy or a girl. Who's asking? Ceviche mommy. And I do like Latinas. And my wife is Latina. She's from Honduras. And I love ceviche. Thank you very much. All right, we're breaking over 3. She's probably like, that's not why I was asking you. She put a sad face. That's very nice. That's very nice of you. There's nothing like a nice girl who cooks ceviche, who's Latina, and wishes to be with a good man. Those are all good signs. Good girl. You'll find somebody, though. All right, the market continues to be the red candle that I predicted it would be. I didn't even need the economic data that came out at 10 for this candle to paint the way it painted. This is exactly what I thought it would be, which is a bit of a red retrace today. And on the QQQs, it looks like this. And Mark says, don't ask me. He's also married to a Latina. Well, maybe I won't say anything. Shh, I don't know. None of my business. How my... But yeah, Mark is. Anyway, see this candle? It's exactly what I was thinking. We're gonna open gapped below. It did the little trace at the open, but basically it's turned into a red candle. We need that. I mean, look at all this space in there. I don't mind if tomorrow's down too. And then what will happen is, on Friday, maybe it'll slow down, it'll doji, or maybe turn up even a little bit. Next week, we go green, we go a little bit further. Now we have higher highs and higher lows. We can't get higher lows, guys, unless we put in some lows, unless we pull back. So we need this in the grander scheme of things in order to go into second gear next week. So don't worry about it too much, the fact that we're pulling back, and you should have hedged yesterday before the end of the day, like I mentioned, against this. That was really funny, Mark. I'm not going to say that out loud because that was just so funny. And we don't want that to be on record. Too many metaphors in that last sentence. Which one? I don't even remember what we were talking about. No, I was talking about a real Latina. That was not about the market. CPI is next week. All right. Let's get back out and look at everything here. Tops is basing around VWAP. KITT failed out. You want to exit KITT. It failed out. Hopefully you knew that. The bottom of that area is about $5, $5.05, something like that. It's failed out. That trade's over. Backside of the trade. It's now a short. You do not want to be in KITT anymore. KITT failed out. PEGY keeps going. Good luck to you, everybody, on PEGY. It's now 45 minutes, 50 minutes after the open, 55 minutes, almost an hour past the open, and I'm going to head out to the gym, grab some breakfast, and I will catch up with you guys. Everybody head into the group. If you don't have a membership to our group already, it's free for a whole week. You can see if it's valuable to you. Come check it out. Click the link in the bio, profile, description, wherever you are out there in social media land. come on over to our group. It's free for a week. You can cancel anytime. Easy peasy. Check out how valuable it is for you. You know, what's it worth? What would a membership be worth? You have no fucking idea. So come check it out for free for a week, and click the link in my bio or profile in order to go do that. And I hope to see you in there. All right, I'll invite you in. I hope to see you soon. And you can see how valuable it is and decide for yourself whether or not you wish to pay for it. Because it ain't going to be free forever. Nothing good in life is free. What would RJ do? What is that? I don't know. All right, you guys. See you in the group. See you later. Go into the momentum room, the member chat area, and hit up Pale at PALE to give you some market analysis and even some plays. He loves to do so, and they seem pretty good. I like his style.